Hello again for another update. I know a lot of times this is where the video starts and then I go inside because this is the front door. But this time we're gonna look at the front yard. Now, I think I'm gonna try and see if I can find previous videos and such, but pretty much there was no front yard prior to this. The grass was roughly 8 inches high, and the tree overgrowth was like impeding just walking around. So you go over here. Well, first off, you can see here that, well, this is not new, but I did get rid of that bush, and I got rid of some of the other vines and plants that just didn't want to be in that corner where there was, if you remember before, there was a vine that goes all the way up, and there's like remnants of the dead vine there on that defunct cable line. And then I found 3 tree stumps. Never even knew that was there, and those are not small, but whatever. Add it to the tree stumps that I'm going to get rid of with a stump grinder. Alright, so get onto the driveway, and then onto the right hand side. You can see here, I got rid of that bush. I still need to get things from underneath that front mudroom, like a couple Noel candles. There's a tree. I haven't bothered getting rid of some of these other, like, whatever, dead plants. I'm not sure what that is, but meh. So here we go. Look at that, a front lawn. So this was a Manitoba maple. Chop it out, and I'll get rid of the stump later. And then you've got other trees here that I've trimmed up, so now you can actually walk around. It's quite nice. And then over here on the property line, I trimmed these trees, which may or may not be on my property line, but definitely the branches were. This is all dead, so I guess I'll deal with that later. But here I got to trim this up, and that over there and such. Obviously, this is common around the base of overgrowth is just dirt. So I'm not sure what I'll do. Maybe a shade strong grass might grow there. I don't know. So I got a little sapling here that I trimmed up, taken care of. This one here, it's nice looking. All the trees look quite nice now in the front yard. It's actually like a legit front yard. Now, this post, which has my house number on it, that everybody has, as you can see, one there, one down there, even farther, so on and so forth. So I found it rather ironic that it just fell out of the ground when I needed to move it. Anyways, I'll put that back in at some point. Now here, my driveway is a U shape. This area, you couldn't even walk in. This cluster of Manitoba maples was so tall, it was affecting the wires up there. You can see the height difference here. And that was quite the surgical precision to remove those trees without damaging those wires, which I was able to do by myself. Woot. You can see here the dead zone that this cluster of trees created. Of course, this is a Manitoba maple, so it is gone. I'm going to, in the spring, deal with this large stumps and stuff, and then I'll be able to plant more grass and whatnot. But it's actually nice. It looks really nice, this front U shape now. I left this small tree here, even though it is potentially in the future to deal with those wires. I'll decide with that later, but right now it kind of looks nice, and it's a border tree of the U shape. This sucker here, of course, there's a Manitoba maple what took over. That is, I don't know, I think it was a fruit tree maybe of some sort, but it was dead. Like I could pull it apart with my bare hands. Again, it took up so much space. Gone. And this nice little tree, I think it's going on at these little these little berries. Maybe this is a type of juniper. Anyways, it'll look nice during Christmas time. I might decorate it. My own little front Christmas tree. Now, there's a whole ton of leaves to get rid of and still to get rid of. There's my nice little lawnmower doing a great job. So, of all the front lawn, these are the yard waste bags. A almost trailer full. So I could put 3 more bags there. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 15 bags is what it took to clean up that front lawn. And more to come, because when you see leaves, more leaves. So this is the backyard. I wanted to start with this pile here to give you an idea of how many trees I've cut down in the last week. So this is the pile, you know, with the big behemoth tree there that I took down, and all the other ones I've just throwing here and piling up to deal basically next spring. Now, over the last week with the front lawn and the side, I've chopped down roughly 20 trees. And that pile back there is certainly not small, but it is small compared to this. Goes all the way to the back. This is trees, tons and tons. I don't even think I can. I could try. Ouch. There we go. Just to give you an idea of how much I cut down. All these vines, that is all vines. That's just crazy, which went all the way up. Cover there. There's my satellite dish I'll take down and sell on Kijiji. So yeah, if I can get past all this vines, go. Okay, and then there's a bit of a gap, and then there's my fire pit, and a whole big whack of even more trees. Just another stack here, I guess. Pre-minute to burn and such. I trimmed down that tree there because the branches were almost touching the ground. I couldn't walk around, so now it's a nice open path there for the kids to play eventually. I'm gonna look back at this amount that I've taken down. I've got so much firewood and kindling to last a long time. I'm gonna give the backyard a once over with the mower. Shouldn't be too bad. Hasn't grown that much since I last mowed it, so it shouldn't take too much effort. And here's the other pile. And tons of leaves. Now, I'm not going to take care of it this fall, but a ton of trees back here are destined to go down. Probably about half of them. But I'll deal with that next year. That's pretty much the update on the outside. Back to the trailer.